Hey, how you doing? Good to see you today. I've been thinking this morning about something that was happening to a friend of mine earlier in the week. I went up to North Carolina, Virginia line up in the mountains. A friend of mine has a sawmill up there. Buy hardwood lumber from him and bring it back and use it for building various pieces of furniture and sell some of it, different things. It's kind of a hobby of mine. When I go up, we'll usually get my truck trailer loaded out. Then we'll sit and visit an hour or two, so see how things have been going, what we've been up to, what kind of plans we've got going, or different things that we're into doing at the moment. This time, he didn't have much time to visit. Kind of missed that. He was preoccupied dealing with his insurance agent. It seems that here a while back, he'd contracted with this person to do some logging, cut some hardwood trees along the river, haul them into his mill there so he could cut them into lumber. While the guy was cutting the trees, one tree twisted, rolled over onto a helper there. Hurt him pretty bad. The trees gets to be really heavy things. And naturally the guy had to go to the hospital, had to start having all kind of work, surgeries done. It went past the workers' comp limit that this person had on his crew members. So the guy's lawyer came back against my friend and his workman's comp. Claimed that that this guy is an employee by extension of his. That didn't seem right. I mean, that's why you hire contractors, to have a separation in this, to not be responsible for what they do or what happens to them, or damage that they do. So I got back home and I got curious about it, and I started looking it up, doing a little bit of research and reading on it. I guess back in about 2004, there was a case up in Massachusetts where a truck driver had gotten hurt, and he ended up suing the person that he was contracted to, claiming that he was their employee. Their Supreme Court sided with him. Said, yeah, by extension, he was an employee there because he was delivering oil for an oil company. This is business the oil company's in. They could have just as well been doing that. They hired him to do it. Now my friend, he is in lumber business. He's not a logger. He saws lumber. That's all he does. He doesn't go out and cut the trees and haul them in. Doesn't even have a log truck. But they deemed that this guy is his employee. And so they'll be coming back on him. And if he doesn't have enough insurance to cover it, don't know what will happen with him in the sawmill. Or his employees then, they could be out of job because of it. No. What happens if we hire someone to come work on our house? They get there and they have an employee and using a saw and cut their fingers off, and we come back suing that guy, and the guy doesn't have enough insurance, so they start suing us. Do we have to pick this up? Do we need to get insurance? Do we have insurance? Do we have enough personal wealth to cover this if we need to. Most people don't, I'm sure. Most people don't even have enough automobile insurance, let alone other kinds of insurance. And so far as them being an employee because they were doing something that you normally do and should be able to do yourself, what if you own rental property? What if you're a construction contractor? You're hiring subcontractors, other contractors to come in and do the work for you. Is all of this subcontracting done away with now? Because you could have done that work, therefore everybody's an employee? Do we need, as individuals, to get workman's comp that will cover anybody we hire to come in and fix it? We hire someone to come in and hook up a stove. Now, we've done it in the past, they can verify that. Therefore, this is something we normally do. We could have done it. We hired or contracted them. They come in and do it. They go to lift and push the stove back in place. They pull it back. Here they're laid up for months. Are we responsible for them? It could easily happen. It really worries me that the court keeps looking for deep pockets all the time. Someone to pay for something. Just like my friend. Now, like I said, what if he couldn't pay it? Now, how far does these deep pockets go? I mean, why couldn't they come back on his customers? His customers are the ones that buy lumber from him, giving him incentive to keep going and contract all these other people to bring in wood for him. Why couldn't they come back on us? Think on this, people. Think on it serious, because this could easily affect you. Appreciate your time. Talk with you later. I would like to give a thank you to my lovely wife Alicia for playing cameraman, even though she had to be filmed this one. But you guys have a great day. Love you.